Anyway, that's my birthday story. I never actually met him, but I met his art director who was close to poo-pooing our film,
Just to give you an idea of what sound design is, here's the same scene. One without sound design. If music didn't keep Ron busy enough, he can often be found in his parents' hair salon in Oshawa. Ron is a hair designer.
Oh, I'm just going to trim it a little bit, that's all. Because it's so beautiful. You can't improve on perfection.
Well, I think when he was about 5 years old, he and his sister used to come down here. We lived upstairs. He came down, this was their rec room, playroom.
It's interesting because...
And the next Monday or Tuesday when we come in to work with the hair on the floor, and I thought, the staff don't sweep the floor.
Really
and I didn't realize Ron was cutting his friend's hair.
And watch the film and just play right along with it.
He had a real clientele.
And it just kind of flowed.
The shag was just coming in.
And I remember when
everybody wanted hair like his. Bangs over the eyes, never cut the length, and just cut the top and taper it. So it wasn't long before he had a big clientele.
He's doing a good job?
Fabulous.
Fabulous?
I'd say, what was that?
Fabulous.
Fabulous, darling. Remember,
those aren't the notes.
How you know.
This sounds better.
Remember, happiness can't buy money.
I don't think notes means improving upon. So I was always kind of modifying melodies.
Well, when Ron was in public school, the principal came and he said they had a new music aptitude
Next,
test.
keeping up family traditions.
They were quite surprised that they didn't know what it meant, but they said they gave it to the whole school, including the teachers.
I love doing the music.
And no one, including the teachers, got over 60 or 65%.
I've arrived.
And Ron got 95%.
I've reached Nirvana.
And as it turned out,
I want to thank you very much for coming on one-on-one.
Thank you very much.
Likely inherited from his
good.
grandfather, his mother's side, who was a famous musician and played with the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra. Anyway, he would hear any kind of music and he could duplicate the sound of it. And I remember at a very young age when he was playing the piano, he'd said, do you want to hear Spanish music, Russian music, or Chinese music? And he could make it sound like that. Doesn't know the name of a chord, but he can make it sound like that.
Thank you.
Here you are, surrounded by your men. You must be very proud of Ron.
I am. I'm Ron's mom, in case you didn't know it.
I knew that.
Yes, that's me. I used to be Lisa Weiss, and now I'm Ron's mom. And that suits me just fine.
You were telling me a very embarrassing story about Ron. His big hats.
When Ronnie was little, we bought this house. It's a century home, and we lived upstairs. And the children were little, and Ronnie never believed in clothes when he was little. So we just came back from Mexico with one of those huge sombrero hats. And Ronnie donned the hat and came down the stairs yelling, "Dad, Dad!" And all the customers are shrieking and loving every second of it. Of course, they'd like it even better if he did it yesterday.
You happy? You happy?
I'm very happy. This is great.
Look at this.
Perfect. And I should even be able to do it myself, which is even better.
See, look at, I've made this a little bit layered like this, so it has a nice
Very
movement.
nice. Thank you.
Isn't that pretty?
That's perfect. And I didn't even have to tell you what to do, which is even better. You made it look good exactly like the way that I wanted it. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much.
Any good, pardon the pun, hair-raising stories?
Hair-raising stories, yeah. Well, I've got a good hair-raising story. I was in Los Angeles, and I was staying at Engelbert Humperdinck's ex-wife's house. And and we had this dinner party, and I cooked all this great food and sort of a seafood medley, you know. And afterwards, I started doing people's hair, you know, because I was looking at this girl, and her hair was just such a mess. And so I cut it, and you know, if you've ever seen a makeover where it's like a really big difference, and you look at it and you go, wow, is that the same person? Well, that's the type of thing it was. So this other girl was so impressed, she said, oh, do mine too. And that sort of gave me license to do whatever I wanted. So again, I did it again, and it was I did three in a row, and each one of them was these fantastic transformations, you know. And so they said, oh, you've got to meet this this hairdresser in Beverly Hills. So Jose Iber is the guy, and he's the one with the hat and the ponytail, and he does Elizabeth Taylor's hair.
Oh, yes.
charges $550 for haircuts, if you can imagine. Like, when I heard that, I just was floored. I was like, he said, "Why are you laughing?" And I said, "Well, you got to understand, $550 American is like $800 Canadian. We can fly to Florida and stay all inclusive for a week."
Does that include the shampoo?
Yeah. So anyway, I met this Jose guy, and he was a real character, I'll tell you. Nice man. And I did. They green carded me, and I moved down there and worked for. I was there for about a year, and I was working in a hotel in Beverly Hills doing these makeovers for. Virginia Slim had a contest that where the lady would win all of these prizes, and then part of it was to get a makeover and a massage and all of these things, a day at the spa kind of thing. So that was fun.
It seems like this has led you on some incredible journeys over the years. Where do you see it taking you in the future?
The hairstyling?
All of it.
Well, I tell you, the hairstyling, I really love working with my parents. It's, and in fact, when I was so busy with music, it was so illogical that I would actually leave the studio when I was behind to go out and still do hair. But, it was like a break I needed. And it's a pleasure for me to be out there. And I have some clients that I did their hair for their prom, and then for their wedding, and then for their divorce, and then their other wedding, and then their child's hair, and first haircut, so you get a bit of a history with people. And, I remember my dad, when I was a kid, he said to me, I said, "Dad, how come you can work so many hours at this?" And because he was gone before I woke up, and he was home after I went to bed usually. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Oh, this isn't work." He said, "It's like a cocktail party, but instead of a cigarette and a drink, you have a scissor and a home." So I thought that was a good analogy of, and it is like that. It's like that. It's very social.
With all this mix, what would you describe as your dream job?
My dream job? Oh. What would be my dream job? I'm already doing my dream job. What are you, crazy? I love my job. I'm doing my dream job right now. Both of my jobs are dream jobs. I love working with my family in the salon at John Weiss Hairstyling, and I love doing the music.
Already
I've arrived.
You've reached Nirvana already.
I've reached Nirvana. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very much for coming on One-on-One.
Thank you very much.
Inspiration.
Oh, good.
Thank you.